for the carnage. Coming up next, our main event, Steve McKinnon and Thor, the god of thunder, Hoopman. And here he comes from the mountains of Olympus. Well, actually from Queensland, Hammer. But you know, we'll hammer it up. The god of thunder, Thor Hoopman, from Boonchu Gym, John Wayne J.W. Parr, is in the house.
Well, a very, very exciting heavyweight prospect, Thor Hoopman, from the Gold Coast. A fighter that is improving and maturing with absolutely every fight.
And listen to that ovation. It can only mean one thing. Making his way to center ring is the heavyweight pin-up boy, Steve McKinnon. Trained by Nick Stone out of the Bulldog Gym, Steve McKinnon, with the flower shop around his neck, is ready to throw down against the man who last time on Fox Sports fought his brother, Stuart McKinnon.
And that was a entertaining fight. Well, Stewie showcased his wares, did it in style, and now it's Steve McKinnon stepping over the ropes.
The AC/DC Blizzard Brothers remix of Thunderstruck for both men here tonight. Steve McKinnon takes on Thor Hoopman. Stewie McKinnon in one corner and J.W. Wayne Parr in the other.
Tonight for Explosion Super Fights 18. Fighting out of the blue corner and weighing in last night at 94.9 kilos. 13 fights and 10 victories under his belt. He's trained by the current world champion, John Wayne Parr, from the Boonchu Gym on the Gold Coast. Please welcome Thor Hoopman. His opponent weighing in at 94.2 kilos. 33 fights, 29 wins, 24 by way of knockout. Trained by Nick Stone of the Bulldog Gym, the WKBF World Champion, Steve McKinnon.
Great ovation as always for Steve McKinnon of Australia, Thor Hoopman, the Queenslander.
Contested over 5 3-minute
rounds, full tie rules, knees and elbows, all the good stuff. Wayne Parr in the corner of Thor Hoopman. Third man in centre ring at the sound of the bell will be Cameron Quinn. 3 judges ringside are scoring on a 10-point must system here tonight. Don't forget, folks, sportsblitz.net. Check out the International Kickboxer Forum. Also, if you're on Facebook, add us, Michael Chevello, Mark Castanini, and also check us out on myspace.com/Fox Kickboxing. All the VAS equipment, all the VAS stocking at Foot Locker. Also check them out, www.VASTV. They're our major sponsor. Here's tonight from the Sydney Entertainment Centre, Explosion 18. Brought to you by Rising Promotions, Ray Matsumura and all the gang. Final blessing from JW. He removes the Mongkon, the traditional headwear of the Muay Thai fighter. And here we go, first round of action. The time for talk is over. Thor Hoopman has really stepped up a class over the last 12 months, Hammer, facing opponents that are way above his experience level.
Well, they certainly are, but it's certainly a good way for Thor to fast-track his fighting abilities. They think he's ready for the job. He's stepping up and he's measuring up well against a much experienced opponents. Hoopman is equipping himself quite well.
Steve McKinnon, one of the most experienced fighters on the circuit at the moment, especially amongst the heavyweights here in Australia. Also had a short foray into the now defunct K1 Oceania with mixed results, did Steve McKinnon.
Current heavyweight world champion in his own right, WKBF.
Turning left-handed from Thor Hoopman. Outside thigh kick from the God of Thunder. Drops the left hand to the bread basket, then a clipping left hook right hand from Hoopman. Nicely done in the corner, and Steve McKinnon gets tagged. Here comes is Hoopman. And McKinnon ties him up for salvation. Is there a small cut over the eye here of Thor Hoopman?
McKinnon having a bit of a look at that emerging cut.
McKinnon, no stranger to cuts himself. High left round kick from McKinnon. Overhand left from Thor Hoopman.
With a cut over the right eye of blue corner Thor Hoopman.
High right round kick from the God of Thunder. Slips under the left hand of McKinnon. And this is great stuff from Thor Hoopman early on. He is serving up the aggression to Steve-O McKinnon.
I'd like to see McKinnon just let his arms go a little bit more, just be a little bit more relaxed with his handiwork.
Now, interesting to see that cut is actually above the right eyebrow of Thor Hoopman, so the blood will run down into the eyebrow. It probably won't go into the eye socket. If the cut was under the eyebrow, it would be a whole lot worse for Thor Hoopman, but no doubt Doc Mimmet will take a look at it between rounds here. They'll vest it up and he'll be okay. As Steve-O McKinnon just bull rushes Thor Hoopman back against the ropes and onto the canvas. And a very gutsy first round between these two big heavyweights. You got to wonder if that cunt is like a red target, like waving a red curtain in front of the bull that is Steve McKinnon. If McKinnon will try and launch a crossing elbow to it perhaps.
Well, he launches a couple in fact. Just as you mentioned that, Michael, he's really trying to work that cut open now, work it over. And at the end of the first round, I know it was a torrid affair.
End of the first round. We've got 4 more remaining if it goes that far. Certainly for Hoopman, Hammer, you've got to give him credit because, as I said, he does fight out of his experience level, but he always comes and throws down hard and nasty. He doesn't give any favours whatsoever.
You know what? He holds his own. He's not dominated, and he's able to get in with the A-League heavyweights and hold his own. And while he's doing that, why not put him in against more experienced opponents? There you see Thor just looping the left and rights over the guard of McKinnon and actually landing a couple of big shots. McKinnon just bull rushes him back into the ropes, as you called. Just stands over him a little.
Final instructions from the pit crews in the corners here of McKinnon and Hoopman. Our main event of Explosion 18 from the Sydney Entertainment Centre. They've gone to work on that cut over the right eye.
Just be careful, as you come in, don't go crazy. Hoop, step back. Hoop, step back.
Instructions from John Wayne Parr to Thor Hoopman, telling him not to go nuts, not to throw caution to the wind, and just be a bit more methodical in his attacks.
Having John Wayne Parr in your corner, I mean, you're talking about the Tom Cruise of Aussie kickboxing in your corner.
Tom Cruise of Aussie kickboxing. I'll take your word for it. Does it make Angie?
He doesn't jump off couches, that's all.
Does that make Angie, what's her name? Katie Holmes.
And we must say also big congratulations to John Wayne and Angie on the birth of Jesse James Parr. Here we go, second round of action of this main event. Brought to you by Vass, now available on all Foot Locker scores. Outside thigh kick from McKinnon. Oh, and Thor caught him coming in with a left hand hammer.
And again they let the elbows fly.
That cut's opened up again.
Yeah, McKinnon's gone straight for the cut. He's gone to work on it. Got to be careful that the blood doesn't drip into the eye of Hoopman. Make it difficult for him to see out of his right side.
McKinnon. Nice jab outside thigh kick. Bread and butter combination there from Thor Hoopman. Outside thigh kick from McKinnon. Skip across inside thigh kick from Steve-O McKinnon. Front kick from Thor. Hoopman rocks the head back. A little bit of a shoulder nudge there. Referee Cameron Quinn takes a bit of a close look at the cut over the eye of Thor Hoopman.
Switch up round kick from McKinnon. He leads up well with that switch around kick, does McKinnon. Starting to work on that cut yet again.
Do you think it's bad enough, Hammer, that if that cut gets any deeper, it may stop this fight?
It seems to be in a bit of a sort of unintrusive area. It's more on the forehead rather than on the brow.
McKinnon weighs in, turning the foot right hand. He telegraphed it though, and Thor Hoopman anticipated it well and spun him around and locked up McKinnon over in the blue corner. McKinnon tries for an elbow off the right arm, a gut-munching knee folding in half for Hoopman. Negating knee across the waist there from Hoopman, just to stop the knees, and Cam Quinn's going to get this cut checked out here. There may be another one on the, there is on the hairline.
Fighter to the neutral corner.
Hoopman putting on the knee guard there just to keep McKinnon off him.
Now don't forget that Doc Inach Mehmet was the man who let the bloodfest that was McKinnon-Corbett go on after McKinnon had so many bad cuts all over him. And once again he says A-OK to continue here in centering.
Doc Mehmet, one of the better ring doctors in the sport, and also a regular contributor to International Kickboxer magazine. You can read all about Doc Mehmet's medical tips.
Actually, his last one was just about how to handle cuts, as McKinnon latches onto the Muay Thai plum in the blue corner and drills the knees into the midsection, tries to sweep out the support leg of Thor Hoopman. It's a very solid work from Steve McKinnon, a very high work rate here in the second round.
You can see him just thinking about his strategy and working those cuts on Hoopman.
Outside thigh kick from Steve McKinnon. Goes to the inside right thigh of Thor Hoopman. Hoopman slowed down a little now after a rampaging start to the round. It's been McKinnon's round. And he'll lock it away. We go to the towels, Hammer.
In the round two.
McKinnon now really starting to just take this one with sheer brutality. Is manhandling Hoopman and making it a very tough night at the office for him. Just coming in very unorthodox is McKinnon. He just stays on his opponent the whole time, gives them no room to breathe, no room to recover and compose themselves. And as soon as he gets Hoopman in range, he's letting the elbows fly. Hoopman in turn launched some tidy handwork, but these cuts are looking a bit of a concern.
So Hoopman, one cut over the right eye, one on the hairline.
The best is straight. You got 2 minutes.
Top Mehmet in the corner, going to work on that cut over the eye. Nick Stone in the corner of Steve McKinnon. Stuart McKinnon also in the corner.
John Wayne Park frantically working to make sure we keep that cut closed. Seconds down.
Stuart McKinnon going to work on his brother Steve.
We venture into the third round.
Third round of a scheduled 5-round contest. Our main event here tonight, a heavyweight battle between McKinnon and Hoopman. At the moment, McKinnon just slightly edging ahead in the second round. And the battle scars are evident on Thor Hoopman. Once again, McKinnon opens up like a house on fire, crossing elbow. And Thor counters with a right hand, overhand elbow of his own. They're juking it out of the neutral corner. Great start to the round. Both men are throwing down hard and heavy. And the crowd is loving it here in Sydney town.
John Wayne Park calls for Hoopman to keep going. Explosion number 18. What a cracker or main event. The big boys are certainly going at it. Cuts are plenty.
From McKinnon. Nice timing. Went for the outside lead thigh. Oh, Hoopman just losing his footing there. Both looking a little little fatigued here. They've certainly been very busy. There's been a high work rate for the entire fight. There's a nice castling guard there from McKinnon, a balk right hand trying to thread it through the guard and perhaps tag that cut on the hairline of Thor Hoopman. A lot of power seems to have gone from the punches of Thor Hoopman now.
And McKinnon is just kicking at absolutely anything that's in the way now. Hoopman checks, McKinnon just kicks straight through. Very much Dutch style fighting, where you just bomb away at any limb or any exposed part of your opponent's body. Break it down. If it's a check, if it's a guard, you just kick straight through, and it's all power fighting from McKinnon. Hoopman still trying to employ some strategy, but against the rampaging McKinnon, it's making it very difficult indeed.
Checks the low kick. Checks it again and counters with a left hand. Nicely done from Thor Hoopman. Double forearm guard against the high kick from Steve-O. McKinnon goes to the liver. Good shot from McKinnon.
He really likes to switch up off that lead leg, does McKinnon, and let it go. As I said, I'd just like to see his arms be a little bit more relaxed. He's a little bit rigid in the upper body tonight. Just let his hands flow a little easier. It's Hoopman who has probably the more relaxed boxing handiwork happening.
Final stages of the third round, set for 5. Second round was Steve McKinnon. Things have slowed visibly here in the third.
End of round 3.
2 more rounds remaining, Hammer, of this main event. Deal. How do you see it so far?
It's gone.
I'd have to say McKinnon has really rampaged and caused and inflicted some damage on Hoopman. Hoopman rallied a little back in that third. It's still there for the taking, and Hoopman, as always, just keeps on pushing forward on his more experienced opponents. They barrel forward. McKinnon looking for the elbow finisher, not coming for him. Hoopman lets fly. They trade rapid fire techniques. And just busy the whole time on the ropes. Not the cleanest textbook fight we've ever seen, but certainly a very busy and brutal one.
In the corner of Thor Hoopman, recently returned from the Contender Series, which we had a great time commentating over in Singapore, Hammer.
A huge event, Contender Asia.
Most watched reality TV show of all time. It was great to be a part of it, as it's great to be a part of Explosion 18 from the Sydney Entertainment Centre. Fourth round of 5, penultimate round of action. First round was a ripper. Second round was McKinnon's. Third round, things slowed down a little. How will they go here in the fourth of 5?
At least 2 heavyweight fighters go at it again. Thor Hoopman, the young charge. Steve McKinnon, the experienced veteran.
Good sportsmanship there from both men. High left round kick from McKinnon, misses the target, goes to the rib cage of Hoopman. Outside thigh kick, good high check from McKinnon. Ooh, there was an opportunity there, Hannah, for Hoopman to throw the knee as Steve-O dropped his head down low.
Alright, McKinnon goes for the elbows now on the inside. Hoopman rallies back, some tidy handwork.
And referee Cameron Quinn just separates both men. Lazy front kick from Thor Hoopman. Bird's eye view as Hoopman throws the overhand right. And again, a bit of a slower pace now as the round progresses. All tied up like a ball of twine. Referee Cameron Quinn will move in and separate them once they start throwing some knees, and Steve-O McKinnon momentarily heard me. Ooh, nice elbow again. He tried to scalp him, just going for the hairline of Thor Hoopman. cranky leg kick from McKinnon. That lead leg of Hoopman has taken more battering than a piece of flake.
Well, McKinnon now starting to land some solid and powerful shots on Hoopman. Really powering up. Straight across the supporting leg of Hoopman. McKinnon absolutely unloads. And again, just kicking through the guard of Hoopman. McKinnon is all power.
Gut munching knee there from Thor Hoopman. McKinnon tries to take his head off. And Steve-O McKinnon looking for the big kibosh here in the fourth round. And Thor Hoopman with a jumping round kick. And suddenly, once again, this fight comes alive.
An Australian doubleheader tonight, Queensland.
All tied up in the neutral corner. Thor Hoopman is showing no respect to the experience of Steve McKinnon. He showed no respect to his brother in 2007. And now, he's been tagged the high knee from McKinnon. The big bok choy from the New South Welshman. Wow, what a great fourth round, Hammer. We've got one more to go.
Well, one more round to go. I tell you what, it's wearing me down just watching this one with these two guys. Some absolutely devastating power shots coming from McKinnon. Hoopman rallying back. Just when you think it's all over, Hoopman just rallies back and explodes with a flurry of hand skill.
3 more minutes remaining for either Thor Hoopman or Steve-O McKinnon to take it. Who will try and pinch it in the final round?
I have to say that the last round was certainly the way of McKinnon, just via sheer brutality. Kept the pressure on the whole time. Hoopman, as I said, just when you thought he was getting to the end of the rope, fired straight back.
Wayne Parr telling Thor Hoopman, let's leave it all in the... Let's give it 3 minutes of howl. He may have more cuts than a butcher's shop, Thor Hoopman, but he's got 3 more minutes of war left in him as the God of Thunder. Meanwhile, Stewie McKinnon giving instructions to his brother Steve. Also telling him 3 more minutes to go in this cracking main event.
5th and final round.
The real arm wrestle this one. Seesawing backwards and forwards.
And here we go, the 5th and final round of the main event of Explosion 18. And Thor Hoopman has opened up with a handiwork. Checks a low kick. Wild uppercut, a high right round kick. Thor Hoopman starting off with more kick than a can-can dancer here in the 5th round. It is just amazing, the resolve of Hoopman. He's taken more hits than a season of The Sopranos, but he is still firing on here in the 5th and final. Oh, crossing elbow to the back of the head, the nose, here it comes, Steve-O McKinnon, that's nasty, nasty stuff. Oh, Hammer, that was vicious.
More hits than underbelly even.
High five, you've joined the club.
Join it. It's one for the Melbourne crew. There you go, boys.
High right round kick, shin across the neck from Thor Hoopman. Outside thigh kick from Steve-O McKinnon. Gut munching knee, belly button through the back. Cameron Quinn separates them. About 2 minutes remaining of the main event. Overhand right, nice counter from Thor Hoopman.
Oh, sheer brutality at the Sydney Entertainment Centre.
Oh, the big uppercut! And now there's the cut under the right eye and swelling under both eyes of Steve-O McKinnon. Neither of these men has shown the other any respect in centering. Neither has done the other any favours.
Once again, they exchange some big shots again. The final moments of the 5th round.
Remains in this battle.
And just a slip there from Steve McKinnon.
60 seconds to go. And we're going to try.
The human stop clock, David Allen, just counting us down. And just a slippery spot in front of that roaring lion logo. There's a sponsor's plug if I ever saw one, Hammer. Bit of water on the old logo, does it every time.
Roaring lion, and then over to the VAS logo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 60 seconds remains in this fight.
The last minute of the last round. Jump walking right hand Superman punch from the Clark Kent of kickboxing, Steve McKinnon.
These two men are absolutely spent after 5 rounds of hard-hitting heavyweight action.
Ooh, there's the right hand up the centre corridor, and again! Oh, McKinnon's been tagged! The big kibosh! The big kibosh! Oh, no, says Cameron Quinn.
Just a slip.
Oh, no, I thought that was a knockdown.
Just a slip.
The right cross from Thor. Hoopman caught him. But Cameron Quinn said no knockdown.
10 seconds to go.
The wrestle is on. The grapple is on.
Final stages. A bit of controversy in the final round, and that's all. What a war. What a main event. What an explosion here in Sydney. Hammer, I'd really love to see a replay of that one. I thought it was a knockdown.
I'll tell you what, it could have been a slip, could have been a bit of fatigue, could have been a knockdown of sorts. It's very close indeed in the end. I think there's a bit of fatigue. John Wayne Parr just telling Thor to rally all the way home to the final bell. McKinnon.
Oh, Hammer, that was
losing his footing.
Was a knockdown. Flush on the jaw, the right hand. McKinnon was knocked down. Cameron Quinn should have put a count on him.
Tell you what, so close, such a war, such a battle, and Thor Hoopman yet again will benefit from this experience and become a very formidable Australian heavyweight contender.
From Explosion Super Fights.
Steve McKinnon on screen, inflicted some damage to Hoopman via the way of the elbow. It's a blood-splattering affair.
Awesome, gentlemen, awesome.
Awesome, says Rodney O. Awesome.
What a fight. I thought it should have been a knockdown though, Hammer.
What an explosion. As you said in centre ring, great main event finisher from the crew of the Explosion Super Fights.
We wait the decision here. Will it be Steve McKinnon? Will it be the God of Thunder? David Allen.
Explosion Super Fights. The judges' scorecards are in. With a unanimous points decision. To the red corner,
Here's
McKinnon.
Steve McKinnon emerges victorious here in Sydney yet again.
Well, it was the interstate grudge match. Queensland versus New South Wales. And the New South Wales homeboy has taken the win.
It was a great main event to cap off a fantastic night of action. I thought it should have been a knockdown. Thor Hoopman can consider himself a bit unlucky in the final round. And Steve McKinnon takes the gold win. Chopping leg kicks from McKinnon. There's the right hand from Hoopman. That was a knockdown as clear as day.
It was a bit of a slip.
As clear as day, Hammer.
You keep on going on about your knockdown.
That was a knockdown for sure.
Come back to Sydney again. I want to see more people to support these fighters. So please, see you.
Ray Matsumoto, thank you very much, our promoter here tonight for Rising Promotions. From myself, Michael Chavello, and the former Australian champ, Mike Castaneda.